These are micro adjust belts, handmade right here in the shop by us. Premium leather, solid brass hardware, and a rounded buckle so it doesn't dig into your gut all day. But what is micro adjust? Well, the one problem everyone always has with their belts is one hole's too tight, one's too loose. These little adjustments right here allow you to adjust your belt by 1/2 inch increments so it fits you exactly how you want for the lifetime of the belt. So check them out below. We got a new, somewhat Pacific Northwest Chelsea. The Drews just dropped their Chelsea, so they sent us down a pair, and I'm hoping it's there's a leather they got that is really cool. I think it's called like Jurassic leather or something. So I'm hoping that's what I got. But also, we got some more Huckberry stuff to unbox. Because rather than doing them all in one video, I like to spread them out a little bit and show you guys what's going on. So, let's get to it. Let's get right into the Huckberry. Okay, we got a lot in there actually. Let's just dump the whole thing out. So, a little bonus unboxing with the grays. But first, what is, oh, I forgot about this hat. I forgot I ordered this. This hat is so sick. Oh yeah. All right, I'll put it on. I just didn't want to screw the hair up, right? I'm not a flat brim guy, as you can clearly see. Gotta get that Western bend in there. That's a bit much. Usually, actually, I don't have my backpack by me. I'll literally attach my hat to my little carabiner on my backpack, just so it sits, gets slapped around, it gets put in the dirt, gets put on my floor mats, just so they don't look brand new. I hate brand new looking stuff. So this will be my next rotation on my carabiner on my backpack. I totally forgot I ordered these. This year's been really fun with Huckberry because it's actually allowed me to dig into their inventory from shoes to clothes to even like socks and hats. Because you know they claim they're the one-stop shop for what is the actual thing? For all like high quality men's accessories. So let me show you what I got from Grays. These are so funny. It's like a puffer jacket for your feet. And this, you know, this is timely because there's a couple projects I'm working on for next year that are kind of slippery, like slipper-ish. And so I've been buying a few like pull-on shoes. You know, I got a couple ideas. And so I like just trying unique versions of slippers or pull-on shoes, or like this little like half Chelsea, half almost like, what are they called? Romeos. It's like, you know, I've got an idea for a Romeo that could be really cool. I'm trying to convince, honestly, I'm actually just trying to convince Opie to do a certain version of a Romeo. I can never remember the name. I'll get the name down. It's Romeos. Because it's a cool story, but they're all really ugly. And so that's part of why I bought these. That was cool though. So if you've been looking for some like unique versions of like the slippers and stuff, they also have wool versions. They've got the high tops, they got the low tops, they got the slides, they've got a bunch. Grays is cool. I don't know if it's a Huckberry house brand or what it is, but I really like it. Okay, shirt time. I got another one of these shirts that I love. I've been wearing it a ton. And shirts like this are very hit and miss for sizing because sometimes XLs fit me perfectly, sometimes larges fit me perfectly. So let's see how, oh, I'm not wearing this shirt. Oh, sorry. I got the hiccups too, shit. But these are so thick and so, it's like a blanket material. And it's like a big open weave and it's iron and resin so you know it's high quality, but they're nice. I like these shirts a lot. All right, let's try it on. Ooh, like these details. Oh, that looks so good. I'm gonna do a Huckberry buying guide. Oh yeah. I was worried it was gonna be too small because like Western cut stuff is so hit and miss. Damn, this fits perfect. I was stressing that the XL wasn't the right size because we did a bunch of Poncho, another brand called Poncho, and XLs are huge on me. See, this fits the shoulder just right. You know, the chest still has plenty of room, like it's not constricting me. Look at these. Those little details are so cool. Yeah, it's a good shirt, it fits good. Okay, and the last thing from Huckberry. I don't know what this one is. Oh, I don't even remember ordering this. Look at this. It's like the old, it's the old like fowl hunting jacket kind of style. You know, these pads, if I remember correctly, are traditionally for the gun. You know, usually you see on like pheasant hunting jackets, duck hunting jackets, they're big and long. They've got a patch for the protected from the gun butt. They also have like bags, kind of like bag style pockets to hold fowl. And so this is just like a version of it that is obviously not made for hunting. It's the Howler Bros like version of it. But I've never been one to wear Patagonia puffy jackets and puffy stuff here and there. It just was, I come from the other side of the outdoor world. I come from the hunting side. And there's obviously like the outdoorsy side. And there's a lot of crossover. But it was just never my main style for like the outdoorsy kind of granola style. But if you throw in some elements of a hunting, outdoors world from like my side of the outdoors world, then all of a sudden I'm like, I'll wear that any day. I'll wear a little puffer jacket if it's harking back to an actual hunting jacket. Ooh, this thing is so cool. Are you kidding me? This thing fits. I lucked out more than I ever have on clothes today because this shirt fits like a glove. So does this jacket. This is sick. Dang. All right. Yeah. That's why Huckberry is so good, because you know it's reputable brands like Howler Bros, Iron and Resin, Flint and Tinder. You know, it's all the reputable brands so that you can actually trust it. Ooh, that's a nice little detail too. Look at that little ribbed for your protection, for your safe pleasure. That's why I love Huckberry. Okay. Now, to Drew's new Chelseas. We finally did a video on Drew's loggers, you know, like their Mexican-made Pacific Northwest boots. And it did really well. So it got a lot of views. A lot of people have been like asking about it for a long time. So if you haven't seen that, I'll link that below. What knife? This little Lander 5 is a little bit hard to flick out, but this is a sweet little baby knife. It's Naf's Knife's quality of knife, but just a little baby knife. Look how tiny this thing is. What the coolest thing of Naf's was they sponsored a video to promote this knife, and I shot the 90-second ad, and I was like just throwing out some wild jokes, and they kept the best joke, which I was like, heck yeah. So I was like, and the Lander 5 is 2.2 inches long. The Lander 5 is 2.2 inches long. Despite what your girlfriend says, that is a very small. And like the guys at NAFS were like, run it. I was like, yes. That alone is worth supporting NAFS. Anyway, let's check out these Chelseas. They also released, they've got like really, it's like Kevlar infused laces. They've got some conditioner now. Drew's has slowly been building out their offerings. The boots, or the boxes look really good too. I think they've improved their boxes since last time I saw them. Jurassic Black. I think I got the right one I wanted. Okay, let's see what Drew can do with the Chelsea. Packing label. Hey Wesson, thank you for supporting our small business. We hope you enjoy your new Drew's boots. Drew's Crew. I keep all these. I love these little letters and little notes. Even, you know, this is not that big of a deal, but I just love them. I keep them all. There's your boot return guide, repair service guide, leather care. Got a little koozie, a jacuzzi. Sweet little stickers. Tail like that. Ooh, that's, what the heck? Same. I also, Tay has a shirt that from Boot Barn that has, it's like Wrangler, and it has this on it. Like basically the same thing. Like a cowboy riding a horse. And I was like, that's a sick shirt, I'm gonna buy it. And the next day I showed up to work wearing it, and I think Taylor was wearing it too. And I was like, oh, that's why I like that shirt so much, because I've seen you wear it a bunch. So I'm not afraid to cop my employees' styles. Jurassic Chelsea. Whoa, look at these. They're even crazier in real life. What the heck? That is some wacky leather. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's cool. It's like, Is it ooh, that smells, these are definitely made in Mexico. It smells like Mexican-made boots. I love the smell of Mexican boots. It's just like the tanneries down there, you know, all the different, it has a distinct smell. Look at that leather though, that's so insane. It's so pretty. Wow. Very, very cool. Okay, sole, we'll start at the sole and work our way up. Vibram outsole. I really like that they did the mini lug. You see how flat it is? But then you actually have some lugs on the inside. But the heel at the top lift is luggy, but not crazy. You know, it's just got a little more lug to it. So you're still gonna be able to have grip in these while still looking semi-professional, semi-dressed to some degree anyway. Comes with a insole. That's interesting. I don't know if we've seen Drews do their Mexican-made boots with dedicated insoles like this, leather topped. Underneath, looks like there's a layer of foam, and then your guess is as good as mine as to what's underneath that. Because you can see, it looks like, and I'm pretty sure it is, a leather midsole. You never know. So we've got some brands faking it, but you can see right there, those little stitches going in. Let's see if I can zoom up. See right there, see how it's inconsistent right there? You can see the stitches going into the boot, so you know it is a real Goodyear welt. And the stitches, well, you know, you never know if those are actually the same stitches that run all the way through the outsole, because sometimes people fake it. They'll just throw a stitch line around the outsole that is not actually matched to this, and it's just going through the midsole, which would be totally fine. Leather lined, nice goring. You can see this is that tighter weave goring. Sometimes they'll different brands will try to get away with cheaper goring, and it fails. You gotta have this like double back, super strong goring. Classic pull tabs, harken back to like the Blundstones, the Redbacks, even like Doc Martens. Pretty cool. How much is it? Let's look at the details. This leather is nuts. My guess is how they would do it is they take shrunken bison and then dye it black, and then they just lightly, very, very lightly sanded that top layer of pigment and maybe just a touch of the grain to give you that highlights and lowlights. Okay, the price is, ooh, $299. Okay. They got some on sale too. We got the peanut bison. Oh, so it is bison, okay. So 300 bucks. It's bison leather. So that is how they do it. They do the shrunken bison, they probably lightly sand it. Comfort out of the box, never-ending style. Chelsea boots are an ideal blend of style and function. Perfect for anyone who needs to slip in and out of their boots throughout the day. Whether you're tracking dirt indoor or just don't want the hassle of daily lacing, these boots get the job done without slowing you down. Drews is expanding its lineup with the new line of Chelsea boots, built from premium leathers, crafted with precision, and backed by the same reliability we've delivered since 1918. Made with American bison leather. All right, then, good for freaking Drews for actually giving the details. So we've got all leather construction, leather heel counter, leather midsole, leather shank, fully leather lined, 270-degree Goodyear welt, stacked leather heel base, heel to toe pour-on bootboard, removable leather topped cushion insole, fit true to size. We suggest you go with the same size as sneaker size. Resolable mini lug, waterproof elastic. Sick. Good work, Drews. Very cool. Very cool, Drews. Very cool. That's a pretty sweet deal. Because how much are Blundstones? How much are the Blunnies? $210. Okay, here's a good comparison. The American-made, like truly fully American-made Origin Chelsea retails for $330. So you know it's on sale right now. But you know, so it seems like it's a really good price. But to compare it to something that is definitely overpriced, R.M. Williams coming at $600 across the board, pretty much. And I don't think they're made in Australia, are they? Oh, they are. There's some that's made in. Oh, okay, yeah, they're made in Australia. So yeah, to me, on the obvious comparison maybe, and keep in mind, you know, we're comparing the Origin was made in the U.S., not Blundstone, R.M. Williams made in Australia. These are made in Mexico. How's it compared to the made in USA, P&W, like the top dogs? Because I actually, just to show you, not necessarily like direct comparison and like, oh, whose is better, but obviously Drews has pulled a lot of inspiration from the Pacific Northwest brands with the leather shank and everything, and obviously their Mexican P&W boot. So how much are the Knicks Chelseas? $634, $635. Are they the same quality? Probably not. These seem to be a little bit more dress oriented, a little bit lighter duty than like these. You know, you look at these, and the weight difference is astronomical. But what I really like about the Knicks is these overlapped flaps to protect the goring. And these are just a Pacific Northwest boot through and through. You know, they're the same thing, but with a Chelsea upper. And I also happen to be wearing my whites Chelseas that, I mean, once again, Stridewise Unboxed. And the whites Chelsea is a lot lighter duty than the Knicks Chelsea. You know, it's still Pacific Northwest style all the way through, but it's a lot lighter version. Feathered midsole, a lot more flexible. Beautiful cinnamon waxed flesh. Look at that. Whites Chelseas, I believe they're under 600 bucks. The retail for $590, but they're also on sale right now for $472. So ignoring the sales prices, you can see why Drew's was like, we should make a Chelsea boot. And when you compare them, you know, there's some obvious differences. You know, I think these are not nearly as heavy duty as their logging boots. I think they intentionally wanted to make them a little bit lighter duty, a little more ready for still heavy use to some degree, but you know, these you could work any job in. These are not necessarily a work boot. And these whites are kind of in between. And you know, one of the things you look at least for me, is this is a hole cut boot. Like, look at this, all the way seamless, all the way through. And so, like, it's an indicator that this is intentionally made for casual to light duty work, whereas obviously these big heavy duty guys got several layers overlapped, and you know, they're different designs and styles. Like this Drew's boot is really simple, very flat, very just like one panel, simple, not overdoing it. Whereas the whites, you see very long sweeping lines, very intentional. This kind of undercuts itself and kind of bells out right here, so that when you do actually stretch it out, it just has a really nice flow to it. And then the Knicks are like just work boots through and through, big heavy flaps. So there's your quick little comparison. If you guys want to see a full-on like P&W Chelsea boot showdown, I think that'd be a cool video. I think I'd do it. So let me know if you want to see that, because I want to do it. Yeah, hole cut. I honestly didn't even like really think too much about that until we were doing those little comparisons, and that's why we do it, right? So let's try them on. They sent me a 10D. They say it goes true to size, but I wear sneakers 10.5 to 11. My Brannock size is a 10, and most Pacific Northwest boots I wear a 9.5 down to a 9 if I'm willing to go up a couple widths. So let's see how the 10 fits. Because I'm not even sure what last they put this on. I don't think it's their modified 55. Woo. Yeah, I think they're right. I think you should go true to your sneaker size, because right now these are a little tight. I think some people that like tighter fitting shoes would be fine, but they're too tight for me. Like it's really hugging my forefoot. It's pretty tight. Like if I remove the insole, which a lot of times if you remove the insole, it's kind of like going up half a size. Yeah, so I think they're right. True to your sneaker size. So I'd order a 10.5 probably. And you can see it's a more almond-y shaped last. So definitely a fusion of Pacific Northwest, but through the lens of a little bit more casual, a little lighter duty, a little more flexible, a little dressier with the hole cut. Man, that leather is insane. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That was a fun one. Check out the Drew's Chelsea boots. Go watch the Drew's Logger video we did. Go watch any of this other stuff that we talked about with the Knicks Chelseas, whites Chelseas. Check out the grays, little puffy jacket, slipper, high top slippers, and naps knives, and pretty much anything from Huckberry. I feel good in this. I feel like I look good, and so it's hard not to love Huckberry. So fun video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Drew's, for sending this in for a quick unboxing. And if you do want to see that full Pacific Northwest Chelsea showdown, let me know, because it would be fun to do. So thank you guys. See ya.